Okay, so we're going to start with the tails. There's a design for the stabilizer. It's a little different than I'm used to. It's got a center skeleton, but it's got these two pieces on top. That piece and a piece underneath that fit. And what those do on top of the little skeleton, so that when you put the skin on it, it gives a little bit of a curve, gives a shape. Um, Never done that before, but it should work just fine. So what I've done is cut stuff out and add these pieces. This took a lot longer than I thought because I had to do a lot of playing around with these balsa skeletons. For one thing, you got to make sure you sand all the edges either flat or rounded, make them feathered front and back because you don't want to have a ridge or anything. You want to have them looking just right. The other problem I found, then you got to make sure everything, of course, is the right thickness. These all have to be about a millimeter. So once that's done, put the balsa on a sanding block, get that right. The only issue I had then is when I started to put the skeletons onto or into the little skins. There's a skin for the fin, looks great. I folded it down the center, and it's going to, put the skeleton in here. When you do that, I found that on most of these, if not all of them, the skeleton balsa piece went all the way to the edge of the skin. So there was no way to fold the skin together. See, like I'm pointing out there, that edge, what I had to do was cut the skeleton, make it smaller so that I had that reveal. And that basically happened on all of these. So I had to do that, which took a while. Because otherwise, usually those things are smaller. Now, stabilizer, there's a piece there that's folded upright vertical. That's a piece where that end right there fits. So I put some little bit of glue on there. It looks like I'm putting a lot on, but I tend to kind of mop it off a little bit. So don't put too much on because it'll just make things gush around. This glue is very good and it sticks really well. But I started by getting that piece set up and then put a little bit of glue around the edges. And again, it looks like a lot, and then in the center on that little sparry piece to give it shape, I just put a little bit of a glaze of glue on there. Because I want to make sure that I actually get that shape, but I also don't want that to show through onto the skin, which these paper models are apt to do. So now, carefully put it into where it's supposed to go. So I butt the flat end up there, that's where that right angle is, making sure that I got reveal and making sure those pieces line up. And then on either end, you can see that I've cut back the balsa so that you can see the paper on either end. And that's going to allow us to then, when we glue it together, to squish everything and get rid of any kind of seam. Get the edges nice. Make sure that end is flat and up against your skeleton balsa or cardboard, whatever you end up using. So I usually put on a piece of, on the table and rub it back and forth a little bit like that. Then you put a little bit of glue now on the outside edge of the other side. And I'm just putting on the very edge all the way around. And then a little tiny smear again along that extra little shaping spar, I guess I'm calling it, that piece that's in the middle of the stabilizer. That's instead of putting some kind of a rib or something. And usually everything I've done so far has been sort of flat, and so I'm anxious to see how these turn out. It seems like it actually looks pretty nice. It doesn't look out of place. There I'm putting a little smear on that piece. And again, it's not as much as it looks like because there's some glue kind of dried onto that bamboo skewer. Now you fold it over, make sure things are lined up, and then take a little time to squeeze the edges. A lot of squeezing with your fingers between your thumb and your forefinger. Squeeze out glue and wipe any excess off. And you just kind of go around the edges and make sure that it's clean. And there I'm making sure it's flat again, so I got that elevator stabilizer joint should be nice and square, I guess, based on how they made the paper. And now I'm just making sure that all my edges are good. I got no splits. Looks pretty good. If you got a piece like that that's being recalcitrant, go ahead and squeeze it with tweezers. Just be careful not to make such a huge indent. On one of them I did it kind of has a step on it, but we'll just pretend it's not there. But now I'm just making sure it looks good and making sure the edges are smooth and wonderful. And there you got a stabilizer. And you can see the rendering, it looks pretty good. It looks three-dimensional. It looks like there's kind of ribs on there and shading. And that's not me, that's the kit, so that looks nice. Now I just sped this up just because all we're doing is the same thing. There goes the rudder. Same procedure happens. I'm not using a lot of glue, and again, a lot of squeezing and being careful. There I had to use the tweezers. Now here, I did split where I folded it, but that's not a big deal. Number one, it won't really be seen anyway. But you can take paint, or in my case, a little marker that's close to the right color, and just whoop, give it a little shot, and that will hide it. When we put it together, it won't be so bad. And so here goes the fin, same story. It's just got those two little pieces that are attached, like where it actually will attach to the top of the stabilizer, I guess, that stick down. And that's a good way to line them up. Fold them together. And again, I slowed this down so again you can see you got glue squeeze out. It's a lot of finger and pressure and just sort of pushing things together, making sure you got everything where you want it to go. And then you end up with your fin. Now, I did all the rest. Now, those are control horns. And these are different than the control horns I've done before. These are actually nicer. These, you have to cut a slot, and it showed where you cut the slot, right into the skeleton. And that goes for the rudder and both elevators. And I suppose it'll be the ailerons, too. And there's the rudder that I've cut this piece in. And I'm using the back of the knife, so I'm trying to kind of square off the inside a little bit. Works slick because the control horns were just two pieces that you folded and glued together, so it's double thickness, and then you just cut them out. And so this looks tedious, but I think it's nice to show you. You cut them out very carefully along the line because they've been folded and the kit's well designed. The other side, has the correct coloring on the other side. It's pretty amazing. There's not a mismatch, I guess is my point. So you cut these things out one by one, and then when you get to the ends, you sort of do it the Polish way, sort of cut little tangents around the circle, and you get a nice piece, a nice little curve. Then you just slide that into the slot. This is just dry fitting. And then I just push them in with bamboo skewer, and there you go. And you check for, for it to be straight, but lining up is much nicer. Most of the models I've built, and most of the things I've put on all kinds of models, are just glued onto the surfaces, and that's fine. But this is actually better. This will be better, look nicer. Now there I'm kind of fixing up some of the torn edges and some of the stuff that looks funky, but you can touch that up with some marker or paint, and it goes away pretty well. It looks just fine. So basically, you do that to all the pieces, and you end up with these lovely control surfaces ready to go, all with their control horns in there, and they're even, and they're going to be strong, especially when they're all dry. Looks pretty good. I went around each of them. I just show you one time, but I go around each of them and I just kind of colored in the edges with something so that it wasn't white paper showing. But there you go. There are the control surfaces done. A couple hours worth of work, but it's a good start, and so far the model's great. At least I like the textures.